Right now, I am in Philadelphia, and today I'll be showing you how to travel from Philadelphia to New York by train. As someone who doesn't drive, train travel is probably my favorite form of public transportation. The problem is that trains in the US just aren't that great. Some of the larger lines run infrequently, there are often delays, and generally it just isn't optimized for passenger transport. There also isn't really a centralized location for figuring out which railroad line to use. But today I'm going to help you navigate that, at least from the perspective of traveling from Philadelphia to New York. There are two major options, but one of them is probably lesser known, especially if you're a tourist and not very knowledgeable about the local train options in New York, New Jersey, and Philadelphia. Now you could go with Amtrak. That is often the most direct line, but the problem with Amtrak is that it's expensive. Way more expensive. It also runs somewhat less frequently, especially compared to this other option. Something that's not as easily findable, especially if you're not as familiar with public transport in New York, New Jersey, and the Philadelphia area, is actually traveling from Philadelphia to New York through commuting lines. Especially because both of these cities are so large, their commuting lines actually intersect. And so you can travel from the commuting line of Philadelphia to New Jersey, and then from New Jersey travel to New York. This method of train travel, while not being as direct, will be significantly cheaper than Amtrak. This method of travel, I think, is kind of fun and unique because it almost feels unintended. Two major cities with commuter lines that just happen to intersect, and you're sort of taking advantage of that intersection. Alright, I am here at Suburban Station, but the other station in Philly, the William H. Gray 30th Street station, also works. In fact, that might be more convenient. And now I'm going to buy a ticket to Trenton. I think you can do this in the NJ Transit app too. In fact, I know that you can. I just couldn't find the right stations for it. So in this attempt, I'm going to just try to buy it in person. Okay, so now that I have my ticket, I have to scan this ticket in order to get onto the track, onto the concourse. Okay, so apparently you don't tap this ticket, you swipe it on this thing right here. Stripe has to be inside. And there we go. And I was also told by this very nice SEPTA worker that the Trenton train is on track 3A. So I'm going down the stairs now to 3A. And apparently I have to go all the way to the other end because right now I'm in section B. Luckily my train is at 12:35 and it is 12:21 right now. So as you can see, we're in 3B. We're gonna have to head over to 3A. All right, so we made it to section 3A and there's nothing left to do except to wait for the train. As someone who doesn't drive, I'm always looking for ways to use public transport to get from one place to another. It's kind of exciting and fun, although admittedly frustrating too at times, to piece together these parts of the puzzle. Trains are also kind of my favorite. Alright, we're arriving at Trenton now, and here I'm going to transfer to a train that goes to New York, the soonest one that comes to the station. Alright, we just got off Trenton, and now I'm going to look for the train that connects me to New York. If you haven't used it already, this is where you want to use the NJ Transit app, where you can buy tickets from Trenton to New York. I'm on the NEC, and it looks like it's track 1. Okay, I think I need to get to the train pretty quickly. There was not a lot of overlap time. Track 1, right now we're on track 5B. The train might leave soon. So, okay, no, it departs at 1:44, so I have some time. It's track 2. So I think we have to go up here and then come back down on track 2. Yep, we were on tracks 4 and 5. And the 144 New York SEC leaves on track 2, which I'll show you right here. It's 1:38, so I roughly have 6 minutes before this train goes to New York. It's a double-decker, which is kind of cool. I used to always go up on double-deckers, but at some point I started thinking that most people think the same way, and because of that, the downstairs level is maybe less crowded. Made it on to the New Jersey Transit train, and that is basically the last leg of the journey. It's a straight shot from here to Penn Station, New York.
We're gonna go right.
Thanks for taking the trip with me from Philadelphia to New York.